Florida Panthers, Vancouver Canucks, Toronto Maple Leafs, Detroit Red Wings, Ferencváros. A mi szempontunkból a legfontosabbak David Booth pályafutásának állomásai közül. Novemberben robbant a hír, miszerint a Ferencváros férfi jégkorongcsapata leigazolta az NHL-ben korábban 535, a KHL-ben 77 meccsen jégre lépő, ifi és junior világbajnok amerikai szélsőt, aki egy székesfehérvári kupameccs után az Erste Ligában január 12-én a Tüskecsarnokban hazai közönség előtt mutatkozott be a Fradi mezében, méghozzá góllal. De nézzük is meg, milyen volt testközelből David Booth első ferencvárosi hazai meccsnapja.
Blow the whistles.
Édi csap le a korongra a semleges harmadban, ez pedig eljut a társhoz, aki nem más, mint David Booth, aki az első hazai mérkőzésén megszerzi az első gólját a Ferencváros színeiben.
Yeah, no, it's great. You know, it always takes 4 or 5 games when you haven't played, but I do feel good. I feel pretty good. I think no matter how hard you train in the off season, being in game shape always takes 4 or 5 games. There's just nothing. There's no other sport. There's no other thing that you can do to mimic skating and game situation other than playing games. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm excited for what we have.
Mielőtt azonban következett volna a folytatás, egy nagyobb beszélgetésre is felkértük játékosunkat, aki készséggel mesélt a Fradihoz érkezésének körülményeiről, eddigi tapasztalatairól, az NHL és az Erste Liga közti hasonlóságokról és különbségekről, 40 éves korát jócskán meghazudtoló fizikai és mentális állapotának titkairól és a civil életéről is.
Yeah, no, I thought this was a great opportunity. Just my agent said, hey, we got a unique possibility in Hungary. You're going to be a team in Budapest that has great history, a history of winning, and just the oldest franchise here. Would you be interested? And I said, I'm always interested in the right situation. I talked to the coach. The coach was very welcoming and very friendly, and just showed his interest in me as a player. And so when you have those combinations, it seemed like such a great fit, and we have been just so happy to be here so far. Yes, we've actually one of my first days and first conversations we've had was just about the history. I think it's almost older than a lot of NHL clubs, which is just crazy, just the history here. So that's very cool to be a part of a organization like this. It's funny you ask because when you go from league to league, you just see differences. And now I look at the NHL and I think it is even a different league than when I played. I mean, it's faster, it's higher paced, the guys are more skilled. So even within the NHL from when I last played in 2017, I think it's a different league. Even today, just 6-7 years later, it is so fast that every league you go to, there's just so little room for error, and that's what's really hard to grasp is just how good those guys are. I mean, they are so good right now that there is. It's just like within any sport, when you go to the top, you're there for a reason, and it's really just a gift that you've been given from birth for most part. You know, you've been just gifted this natural talent and ability to play at such a high level. So, you know, it's fun to compete though at this level. You know, and I think that's why this team is just fun to be around, because you still get to compete against good competition. You know, and that's just all you can really ask for when you're playing hockey, is just good competition, and that's what this league has. When we were talking about different leagues, NHL, how there's different aspects of each league that, you know, bring out your competitive attitude, and so that's what I think this league does a great job of. You know, just when you're in a league that you know, our team has history, you want to win, and so you're pushing yourself to the max. I don't think any athlete takes their job lightly, in the sense that, oh, it's just this league. Wherever you're at, you want to be the best. You want to be the best, you know, best team in the league, and so that we take great pride in that as athletes. The reason I've gone over to Europe, you mentioned KHL, Germany, Norway, originally was because it ignited a passion for the game that I didn't have in the NHL. The NHL is such a job, and it's so hard and so taxing on your body and just mind, and every game you live and die with, where Europe was just a little bit more relaxed. They just have a little bit better lifestyle with that, but with that lifestyle comes the enjoyment of playing hockey, and when you enjoy something, you put forth a greater effort. You know, you put forth more fun. It's more fun. When something's fun, you just do it because you want to do it, not because you have to. I think in the NHL, you did a lot of things because you have to. Now it's because I want to. You know, I want to come over here. It's fun, and I want to win. You know, that's why you come over here. We won last year. I think our team was in last place out of 14 teams, you know, in December, and we ended up did such a great job coming back as a team and then winning the whole league. So that's kind of a goal for us this year, is to win the league. Yeah, no, we love it. I mean, we've been to the city in 2019, and we're here for 2 or 3 days. We were doing a Christian hockey camp called Hockey Ministries International here in Budapest, and we loved it. You know, we loved the people that we got to meet, the kids. You know, there's maybe 50 kids at the camp. So we just kind of fell in love with the Hungarian people. And then when this opportunity came, yeah, we kind of knew it a little bit, but it's been just such a great experience so far. Yeah, and I think that's a big part of why I'm coming over here, is just kind of, like I said, when I came over here, Hungary in 2019, it was to help the kids. You know, they were much younger. You know, they were anywhere from 12 to 16. But, you know, I came over here to help them, and I still think I can help the people on our team. There are some young guys, you know, and I want to do that. I want to be an example for them, and I think it's sometimes good of them to reach out, you know, if they have specific questions, because it's hard for me to go around to every single guy and say, hey, do this, do that. But when someone comes to you and asks you questions, they're a lot more receptive of wanting to learn, and they want to, you know, improve their game, so they can ask. But, you know, it's hard just to come in and say, hey, do this, do that to the young kids. It can kind of come off a little, you know, just arrogant, I want to say. So I don't want to do that. You have to find the right balance between coaching, being a good teammate, and helping. Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, just already, you know, the guys have just treated me like their own. And as I mentioned before, coming to Budapest, the Hungarian people, I think, have a very warm, welcoming attitude in this culture. And so that is a huge part of why we came here. You know, it's tough to go to places where you're kind of, you know, I don't know if people, you know, just maybe a little bit more cold, but the Hungarian people have been super nice. Fans have been great, but the teammates have been, yeah, really nice to us. Yeah, I don't read too much into that. You know, I like just being around the guys. It's funny because they're a lot more humble. You know, just these guys are, you know, I don't want to say their egos are in their way. You know, you play with guys that egos can get in the way. They just think they're maybe a little bit better than other people, and I haven't got one guy I've sensed that with so far. So I can just tell they're down to earth. You know, they're just good, hardworking people that you know, just treat everyone the same, and so that has been I love that part of it. You know, I love that part of it, and I want to be the same way. I don't want to come across, you know, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm better than everyone else. You know, I just want to be here kind of with people that I kind of grew up with. You know, we're all hockey players at this point, and so just want to come together as a team. I feel very good, you know, and I think there's a big part of that of bringing that team together. I can tell that there's a close group. You know, guys know how to win. They've been there before, and it's just a matter of coming together at the right time. And I think that's a big thing. You can go to October, November, and then things can happen and you fall off. But then you can play, you know, okay at the start of the season. But if you come together at the right time, you're unstoppable. That's what happened last year. I think we had a good team last year, and we were just unstoppable at the right time. So that's the biggest thing. I think just creating this mentality of, you know, we can win and we're not afraid to play good hockey. We're not afraid to make mistakes. If we make a mistake, that shows just, hey, just work harder. You know, if you make a mistake, back check more, or hit someone, or, you know, a way to make up for those mistakes. So if we're not afraid to make mistakes and we're playing well and our team's coming together, we're going to be a very good team. Yeah, that's something that I want to say created a habit back when I was 15. You know, I just took a couple classes in school, how to weightlift, and also how to think about success in life and what you needed to do and how you needed to make certain sacrifices. And I think you know, that was one thing I just said at 16, 17. I wanted to make sacrifices because I wanted to pursue my goal of making, you know, just playing hockey. And I didn't think I'd play in the NHL, but I wanted to play at the highest level I could. I never really thought I would play there, but it was just little sacrifices. I wasn't ever, you know, a big drinker, never partied much, you know. I wanted to keep my focus on the game of hockey and training maybe when other guys were taking it easy. I think that was kind of a mentality that I started back then in 17. So, you know, you come 25 years later, 20 years later, those things stay with you. And so that's kind of why, just even in the off season this past year, you know, you're waking up every day like, man, I don't want to work out. I'm so tired. I don't want to do this. But you just do it. You just do it because you've done it for so long, and you know that, you know, it's the right thing to do. And when you do the right things, it's not fun at the time, but when you get to play and you have a good game, then it's fun, you know. So it's a discipline of sacrificing something you want later for something you want now, and that's the thing of a champion. No superstitions. I don't believe in superstitions. I just for my warm-ups, I've played with guys that have some crazy superstitions, but none of them ever made it to the NHL, so I don't know why they were doing it. You know, superstitions, but. Anyways, I just say that because, yeah, I don't believe in the superstitions, but I do just have warm-ups that I like to do before the game just to get my body ready to go. You know, it's just something that I've learned through the years of playing is how to get ready from the puck drop in the first period. Yeah. Just before I came here, I had a really cool opportunity to play in a golf tournament with some NHL Hall of Famers. It was like a 4 sports, the basketball, NBA, NFL, MLB, and NHL. They just had 12 guys, ex-players from each of those 4 leagues, and we all went to Florida in early December to play a golf tournament where we all competed against to see who the best sport was. And hockey thought they were going to do it, but I love to golf. So I say that because I love to golf. But I got to do that. But when I'm able to do that, I'm also able to train. You know, I'm able to stay in shape. So I like things that you know, I want to say are physically demanding. You know, golf's mentally, and you're out there for. It's a skill sport, so I like to golf. I really like that. I think that's a fun way to spend summer, and you know, being outside. I love to be outside. I love hiking. I love hunting. You know, hunting is a big part of how we grew up. So I'm a big gardener now. I have my own garden at home, and I grow like 25 different vegetables. So I like to be self-sufficient. You know, hunting, you can eat the meat that you get, and then you know, eat the vegetables, fruits, all that stuff. So that's maybe some things that I enjoy doing. Yeah, my free time now is spent with my kids, you know, and sacrificing what I want to do to kind of do what they want to do. When they come to a city like this, there's so many things for them to do and explore. Just being at playgrounds and trampoline parks and pools and all these just cool, unique experiences that we really don't have back home because we live in the mountains in Montana. So, you know, we just have outside. You go run around outside. But here, when they come, it's kind of geared towards, you know, going to playgrounds and doing things that the kids want to do. And so that's kind of what we do now, is just making sure the kids are happy, because that has led to this season where the kids are excited to go to Europe because they know, hey, I get to go play. So that's what we spend our free times doing. Yeah. Oh, what? Yes, when they say yes, Enoch. Igen, yeah, Igen. That's the only one I've picked up so far. Igen, yeah. So I don't know anything else. Igen is the only one I know. Zostak, Novemberben David Booth, Erste Fradi TV-nek, Hara Fradi.
Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make.
Tökéletes autó mindenkinek. Fedezze fel az önnek valót. Volkswagen modellek startfelszereltséggel már 7.490.000 forinttól. Volkswagen.